getting on the board first.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Now Embiid. And the rejection by Wembanyama.
Still Sixers ball.
Clock at 6. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Embiid wide open. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Castle. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allie.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Yeah, this is what you love about him, the confidence on that mid-range.
Well, when you can see over the top of the defense like that, you have a huge advantage.
Wembanyama with it. George picks him up.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And thus far in his career, GA, Victor Wembanyama is averaging well over 3 blocks per game.
Matter of fact, if he can maintain this rate, he's on pace to average the most blocks of any player in NBA history, surpassing the towering Mark Eden.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
Calm and cool from distance. George really confident from beyond.
Now, here's Fox. Yes, that goes in.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Spurs trail by 3. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. And Embiid pulls it down.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The shot by Wembanyama, no good. It's Grimes on the wing. Still scoreless. Crafty move. And it's laid in by Maxey.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And Wembanyama throws it down.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Spurs trail by 6. Johnson outside. Off target from three-point range. Philadelphia with the ball. The 3 from George. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in. Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Lets the three fly. That doesn't go either for George. Spurs trail by 10 from deep three-point land. Spurs working the ball around now. Here's McLaughlin. And here's Harper from the arc. Kept alive. Pass to McLaughlin. Offline with his three. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. Now, here's Maxey. It's good.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
So far, a great game plan and great execution, but we still have a long way to go.
Johnson, a wide open look. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. It could go. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. 76ers lead by 12.
San Antonio, 12.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Philadelphia leading by 12. Here's McCain. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. McCain's got the opening basket here in the second quarter for the 76ers. And Harper slams it in.
The strength of this rookie, Harper, getting to the rim.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. The Spurs shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
Considered by many to be the best prospect since LeBron James, Wembanyama seems determined to reach his full potential. And you want to talk about hang time. Edgecombe is still going up while others are coming down.
We've all fallen in love with the three-point shot, but that is how the game was designed to be played. Down low, get close, open looks.
Here he goes. Pass to McCain. Over Harper. And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, no reason to fade away there.
To the inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screen. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, two of the best to ever do it.
Edgecombe with it. Over Johnson. Pass to McCain. Shoots over Fox. McCain's shot is off.
It just seemed like they were out of sync and waited way too long. And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Edgecombe with it. He's picked up by Harper. Pass to Edgecombe. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
So oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
And the speed of the Aaron Fox. Wow. GA, he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
Spurs trail by 10. Pass to Castle. And here is Vassell. Inside. And the dunk by Barnes.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Now Edgecombe. Back to Gordon. To stop the drought. Drains it from beyond the arc. And the 76ers lead by 11.
And so many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light.
And Edgecombe gets it to go.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
Wembanyama, right side. And stolen by Drummond. Here's Edgecombe. 7 points in the game. San Antonio with the rebound. Here's Fox. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Fox looking it over. Fires the three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The 76ers leading by 12. McCain. No good on the three. Castle on the wing. Off target from outside. Now Edgecombe. Pass to Drummond. Here's Gordon. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Philadelphia enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We come back right after this. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Wembanyama, no good. It's George on the wing. Screen by Oubre. George, no good. Spurs trail by 12. A three from Wembanyama. It's no good. He's now 4 of 9 from the field. And finished off by Oubre.
A powerful finisher. Oubre Jr. You deserve to get dunked on when you let him get inside.
And it's Fox with the jam.
And your point guard's gotta be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
It was an aggressive move that could change momentum.
George, no good. And it's Fox with the ball for San Antonio. A 12-point game. Barnes can't get it to go. George looking around. At the top of the key, Embiid. with the fadeaway. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 12. Wembanyama outside. The kick out to Barnes. Takes the three. And it's Grimes with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Okay, well, the Spurs are on the rise. And Victor Wembanyama said, quote, "I've been on board since day one. We know it's not going to be a straight line. There will be ups and downs. This is not easy, but I'm very confident in the will that my guys have. The long term is never being questioned." Back to you.
They'll get there for sure. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. And, Jim, this is year 2 of that 4-year, $211 million contract for Paul George.
And when he's been healthy, Kevin, he has shown himself to be one of the best swingmen in the game. But now he's in his mid-30s, and this can be the point where players often start to wear down.
You know, the right thing there to try to fade away with the D all over him, but that is a difficult shot to sink.
Lets it go from deep. It's hauled in by Paul George.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three. Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Tim, I can hear it in my head right now. You called Steph Curry must-see TV. Does anyone from this next generation maybe approach that description for you?
Well, Kevin, certainly Victor Wembanyama would be at the top of that list. You're talking about a one-off when you combine that size with that particular skill set. And then Anthony Edwards would be another guy because of the explosiveness and excitement that he brings every single night.
It'll be exciting to see this next generation and see if they do impact it like the ones before them, for sure. The 76ers leading by 13. George with the ball. Now guarded by Wembanyama. Right side, George. And here's Maxey. He has 6. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Here's Fox to the middle. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
A 6'6" Castle is a strong finisher inside.
And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:41 left here in the third quarter. Maxey. Nice shot from the wing. Maxey's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
The kick out to Harper. Here's Sohan. And the three off target. The 76ers leading by 13. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Embiid in the corner. 4 on the shot clock. From downtown, San Antonio with the rebound. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And here's Johnson outside. And McCain pulls it down. The three. He misses it. He's 4 for 7 from the floor. Spurs trail by 13. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
Well, it's a miracle that pass wasn't picked off. Instead, it goes out of bounds.
Number 12.
Here's Cornette.
Brandon Watford.
Johnson outside. The three. Drills the three-pointer. Johnson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
When Johnson's feeling it from range, he can be lethal.
Down low. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
And forget about finesse. This big fella's all about the power.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. There.
San Antonio, 36.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. Puts it up off the inbound. And Bryant with the lay-in.
That is a great inbound play design and flawless execution.
Fades. San Antonio with the rebound. Johnson in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. A nice shot by Sohan.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Outside Gordon. Just 5 on the clock. This one for 3. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Pass to Johnson. Fires from deep. Good on the triple.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. And timeout called by Mitch Johnson. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Both teams deciding to change it up. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Over the last break, I listened in on Mitch Johnson's huddle. And Coach challenged the team, asking them to bring the fight inside, telling them to play with pride, telling the team, you're getting bullied near the hoop. Let's see if it works, guys.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Now in for Philadelphia.
Now, here's Walker to the paint. Here's Bona. Good defense by Wembanyama.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Assisted by
Castle so good up and down the lane.
Philadelphia leading by 5. There's the triple. Rebound, San Antonio. Fires the 3. And McCain pulls it down. Walker looking for an opening. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs trail by 5. Whoops, they pick off the pass. McCain with the ball. Guarded now by Barnes.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
The three-pointers and how well they're able to shoot them. You wonder if they can keep it up, and boy, have they.
Fox with it. Driving the lane.
And all of a sudden, that great run makes this a ball game again. And now is no time to take your foot off the gas. They have got to stay aggressive.
Well, they've closed the gap, and now they're trying to get this to a one-possession game.
And it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent.
substitution. Number 3, Calvin Johnson.
The 76ers leading by 4. Here's Edgecombe. Outside George. Just 5 to shoot. Now Embiid. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Wembanyama. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Barnes rips down the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain grab.
4-point game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Wembanyama! Wembanyama, what a high release on the three.
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
And guys, George takes pride in hitting big shots. Just get him the ball and let him do his thing.
Here's Johnson to tie it up. That shot no good. And stolen by Barnes. Wembanyama with it. Now defended by Embiid. Outside, Fox. Barnes. Dunked it home, running inside.
I'll tell you, they're right in this. We'll see if they can maintain momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
And there's the drive. Oh, the dunk.
And one of the quickest players in basketball. Love watching Fox use that momentum to his advantage on the drive.
Wembanyama reels it in. Outside, Fox. Now Castle. Now Fox. Nice use of the glass on the finish.
That is world class.
What a huge shot at this point in the game.
Now Maxey launches it. Can't get it to go. They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Fox. Cleared away by George. Diversified scoring in this one for him.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Oubre outside. Outside George. It's stolen by Johnson. And so it's San Antonio who scraped by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that about wraps it up. For Tim Legler,